Was that that the Ferryman and River? Is that from Siddhartha? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yep.
My old buddy sent me that book a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Which segues into this next poem. So it's oh yeah, no, not this one. This one's called Heart, a Goodbye on Highland Avenue. Can you speak of what you feel? In the ocean, a tear in the eye of fish. Do you look at the moon, smooth, soft, and quiet, like the backdrop beneath our fears, always there, an embrace that never ends? So that's one poem that was actually the person who gave me Siddhartha. I think we hugged goodbye, and later on I reflected upon that, and this poem came out. But I'm going to transition, skirt around that to this other poem, which is A Song of Time, Breathing. It's called A Song of Time, Breathing. A simple life, every man as an uncrowned king, lifted from the dirt of the rosebed to become water, air, petal, thorn, leaf. Sunlight, tomorrow, yesterday, today. Written in clouds, our blood beats into the song and words of our everyday breath, breaking moments into years. And there's a natural experiential logic that I can follow, not even logic, but just process in this, but it's quite beautiful.
Quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how you doing? It's 1:28.
Yeah.
On a Saturday night.
Night's young.
You got your tango shoes?
You got your tango shoes?
I got my tap dancing shoes.
Sweetness.
There's no place to tap dance around here, though.
Oh, we'll find some place. Get my sniffer off. I'll find it.
Oh, God. So, yeah. So,
although I haven't done the dancing scene in Buffalo.
No, you haven't?
No.
That's two of us. I've done the drinking scene, but not the dancing scene. I
think there's something else that was arising for me too as you were reading, is this sense of that sometimes when we make these connections, that I think by being fully present with ourselves in those connections, that we also have to understand that
yes,
other
I
people
agree with you, yeah. Are in different places.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
And to really, the best that we can, to honor
our own experience while honoring theirs as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's kind of why I sort of skirted through. But no. I mean, let's talk about deep soulful connections.
Let's.
Yeah. Have you had them?
Asshole. No. Never.
You're drunk.
Cheers to
or
that.
Or maybe I meant get drunk.
That's your reality.
Could be. But,
I don't know, Joel, have I?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, Lisa.
Really?
Well.
What's stopping you now?
I do feel like we often go to this place, and I love it.
Yes, we do.
But collective soul groups, and within that, more intimate and more intimate and more intimate soul connections. And you and I have spoken before about memories of before I've incarnated, I feel like whether those are true or not, it's a part of my experience here in this moment.
Well, it's been mine too.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I think that conventionally it's looked at like lunacy, but really it's the most natural thing in the world. You know what I mean?
Coming from two people that
That's awesome. Thanks for pointing that out.
That's funny. That's what I'm here for.
So yeah, but no, I think I've experienced.
What's this?
It's fantastic, is what it is. We're using the Pringles holders. The Pringles. You're crushing the Pringles, Lisa.
No, you put it there.
I know.
Put it there.
I know. But I can remember. I can remember a few meetings of people that were time stopped. Mm-hmm. One was when I was in college, and I was in
the bird.
What?
You saw the bird over the water?
No, it wasn't a bird, but that's something else we can talk about.
Okay.
It was a fish.
Oh, fish, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Birdfish.
Yeah. Yeah. But so I walked down the steps of this party, and there was someone standing there, and I swear to God, time stopped. You know what I mean? It turned out this person was very influential in my process in college of just learning how to negotiate stuff, as a young adult. But that time stopping is an interesting phenomenon, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think that is?
I don't know what it is, but I know what
the
experience of it is.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And in the sense of instant recognition.
Yeah.
Instant recognition.
Yeah.
And that in this reality you've never seen that person before.
I'm right with you.
And that you see this person and something inside of you instantly knows this person. You
knows
just
his
know
consciousness.
them.
Knows his consciousness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so you can call that or label that karmic connection, but it's really something much more profound, much deeper, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And it's something that that, I mean, you and I have talked about this
what is
a
intimacy?
Multitude of times.
Yeah,
what is intimacy, and what is and really I think the maybe the bigger question is what is the meaning of those connections, of those particular connections?
Well, I think in part that answer to that question, what the meaning, plays out in the incarnation itself. So that if you never see that person again, perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it all is as it is.
Right. And what happens when you sort of weave in and out of that? There's a weaving in and a weaving out.
Isn't that the truth?
A coming together and a letting go.
Isn't it just a metaphor or an archetype of all relationship, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
And it's also, I think, for me, I think because I'm tenacious, persistent, and I think because those experiences are so sacred to me, that I always want to be in that space with that other person and to explore what that means and what can arise from that.
Sure.
Again, kind of going back to what we were talking about the teaching and the learning and the sharing and the exchanging, and that I think for a long time that I had the view that that this person would give me some wholeness that I didn't feel that I had.
Uh-huh.
But over time, as
That
I've
falls
sort of
away.
sit with
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's fallen away.
Yeah.
And in the recognition that, I am whole in myself.
Yep.
And that maybe that's why
Well, if it played out this way, Lisa, that is the reason why.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
yeah.
Right. The way that it has played out is exactly, how it needed to play out. So.
Yeah.
And that, as you shared with me recently, like, you're like, Lise, this is always going to happen to you.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to keep happening.
What? What is going
those
to
connections,
Oh,
that depth of connection.
Yeah, well, that's just what you do. It's how you move through the world. Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe it's because of, I don't know, is it that early unmooring? I don't know.
Yeah. Is it the early unmooring? Yeah. Could be.
I don't know. And I mean, it's hard for me to say because I don't know any other way to move through the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I look at my own life, and I look at the parents I was born to, and the circumstance I was born to, there is a rationale and a logic on so many different levels for it.
Me too.
You know what I mean? So I can resign myself to know that if that has happened in the past that way with purpose, that my present is filled with purpose, and my future will be filled with purpose. Yeah. Whether we can see it or not, and I think it's all a matter of, it's not seeing for the answer of what is meaning, because meaning is a process, right?
Exactly.
And going back to every relationship has its own integrity, structure, and function, that is also revealed in the great expanse of time. Yeah. So really, that there are no questions really to be asked when you reach a certain point, because you're fully, there's another poem that I wrote. It's called Dharma. It goes like this. Each man's teisho complete in each moment. And a teisho is like a dharma expression, an individual's expression of truth. So that dharma is whole and complete in each moment, and a person's expression of that truth is complete in each moment. And that is both, well, it's subjective, but it is also, as it is, full and complete, objective and subjective. So that is the totality of what I understand, Yeah.
So where are you at right now, my friend?
Well, I'm looking at the pack of American Spirits, and we've smoked a shitload of cigarettes tonight.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. We've drank some Mike's Hard lemonade. But you know what we haven't done, Lisa?
We've shared poetry.
But we haven't shared Rumi.
I was thinking the same thing.
God damn it. You're a much better reader than I am. So, there's a section. Will you read something?
Yes.
It's on the Nafs. I just was reading it today, and I was thinking how I've read this book. This is, for everyone listening, this is Essential Rumi, translation by Coleman Barks. It's the new expanded edition, and I got it at Inspiration Point, Sandy St. Louis's bookstore on Elmwood Avenue in Buffalo. You can find it any place, but I've read this book and given away so many
copies. I have one that you've given me.
Yeah, I keep giving it away. So this book is an arrow that's going to be sent forth someplace, and I don't know where yet. But what I wanted you to read, that I was reading earlier, was on the Nafs, which is about sexual wanting. And this Coleman Barks became studied under a Sufi teacher, and here it is. Studied under a Sufi teacher, and when I read him now, I'm only now understanding how little I understood before. So it's page 54 of Controlling the Desire Body. How do you kill your rooster, Hussein? Go ahead, Lisa.
On the desire body. Sufis call the wanting nafs. From the urgent way lovers want each other, to the sannyasin search for truth. All moving is from the mover. Every pull draws us to the ocean. Rumi says it's important to live the wantings as they come, and not get stuck somewhere stagnant. He was asked once what to do about a young man caught doing some indecent act. The story doesn't mention what exactly. Masturbation, peeping Tomming, whatever wild wantings young men think to do. Rumi told them not to worry about it. It just means he's growing his feathers. The dangerous case is a kid who doesn't do indecent acts, who then leaves the nest without feathers. One flap and the cat has him. Be careful, Rumi suggests, about shaming sexual behavior in an adolescent or anyone who hasn't yet had his or her fill of erotic trancing. Often the closest we come to surrender is orgasm. In Rumi's symbology, the rooster is a symbol for that energy. How did Hussam kill his rooster? By dissolving into the play. The nafs are energies that keep us moving, stopping nowhere. Union with the divine continually unfolds. Next to the glowing drive-in movie, the junkyard's rusted stacks of old desired bodies. Let the beauty we love keep turning into action, transmuting to another. What have I ever lost by dying? Rumi asks, exchanging one set of nafs for the next. Chopped rooster energy becomes another dining room story. Particles of praise shine in the sunlight. Anything you grab hold of on the bank breaks with the river's pressure. When you do things from your soul, the river itself moves through you. Freshness and a deep joy are signs of the current.
Wow. That's the pinnacle of some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't find that anyplace else, you know what I mean? Not in that way. So Lisa, it's 1:45. Our listeners are probably fast asleep about 40 minutes ago.
At least.
And so I want to just thank you for, being a guest tonight. This conversation has been...
Oh, it's going to be worth it to see you on that dance floor, my friend.
Yeah.
Remember, you better hold up your end of the bargain.
I will. It was the carrot. It was the carrot that I offered.
It was the carrot you offered.
But I'm wondering if you'll read one last poem. I just want to know if there is anything you wanted to say as we're winding down here.
Thank you for inviting me to enter into this most sacred of spaces.
It is a sacred space because it's a space of friendship. Yeah.
Thank you.
And so thank you everyone who's lasted this marathon episode. What a joy. And I just want you all to know that this is the baseline of our friendship and our conversation and our love for one another. So this is what we share and exchange is love and life. And I wanted you, Lisa, to read my favorite Rumi poem, which will sum up everything we've been talking about in a very beautiful way.
It'd be my pleasure.
It's from the Essential Rumi, on page 32. I have it memorized because it's my favorite. It's called Only Breath.
I know this one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Not Christian or Jew or Muslim, not Hindu, Buddhist, Sufi or Zen, not any religion or cultural system. I am not from the east or the west, not out of the ocean or up from the ground, not natural or ethereal, not composed of elements at all. I do not exist. am not an entity of this world or the next, did not descend from Adam and Eve or any origin story. My place is placeless, a trace of the traceless, neither body or soul. I belong to the beloved, have seen the two worlds as one, and that one call to and know, first, last, outer, inner, only that breath, breathing, human being.